Derby prep season continues. It is the Sam F. Davis from Tampa Bay Downs, race 10 on Saturday, 5:15. You can check this race along with others out on Fox Sports, America's Day at the Races, where yours truly will be hanging out with you, trying to pick some winners. But make sure you check out these races. Let's get started quickly here first with a contest winner. We had a contest winner from the video that we did wrapping up the weekend, last weekend's Derby preps, and doing the updated top 10. The contest question that Pete laid out there was, who's your top three? And most of the people in the comments didn't do a top three. So by default, Matthew1153, who did do a top three, does win. So I think Pete's going to give you $50. I think that's what we're going to do. So make sure you get your $50 from Pete. Nisos was his top horse. He likes, but obviously doesn't count. Honor Marie, he likes and thinks that the Risen Star will show up to be proven. Forever Young from Japan, and Fierceness in third. So thank you, Matthew1153. There'll be another contest. Make sure you check out at the end of this segment. Make sure you subscribe. It always helps. Hit that bell icon to get notifications throughout this Derby season. We'll be letting you know what we think and where things are trending. On to the Sam Davis, 1.16 grade 3 for 3-year-olds. Obviously, a Derby prep, a lead up to the Tampa Bay Derby. And there's a few horses in here that I think are pretty interesting. I'm going to start with the 3 Patriot Spirit. So horse that tried a mile at Churchill Downs, and that didn't go particularly well. The pace was extremely fast that day. So I'll kind of give Patriot Spirit a little bit of a break on that performance. But I thought Patriot Spirit ran well last time at Tampa, going 6 furlongs, right? A little bit shorter. But I thought did it by losing some ground too. And I'm hopeful that Patriot Spirit, drawn from the inside, could kind of send away from there. I don't like Patriot Spirit on top, but I do think is a little bit interesting as a horse that you can use underneath. The other horse I'll talk about is the 4, Crazy Mason. Crazy Mason ran an allowance race on January 14th. And the thing I like about this is that figure that this horse earned, 91 on Timeform US, I don't have the buyer in front of me, it is a lot better than it looks, right? The pace of that race was extremely slow. And think about it with like Usain Bolt, right? If he were to walk for the first 10 meters of his 100-yard dash, there's no way he's going to run a sub 10. I don't care how fast he runs the 90 meters after that. And I think that happens sometimes in these races when the paces are very slow. The final figure can only be so fast. They can only come home so quick. I think Crazy Mason's last race is significantly better than it looks on paper, and I like this horse quite a bit. A horse that I would probably use a little bit from a win standpoint, but a horse that I think should be a nice, attractive price that you can use underneath. The 6, Agate Road, probably deserves a little bit of some conversation here. This is a horse I don't like. This is a turf horse. They debuted on an off-the-turf race. The horse was working on the grass prior to that race at Saratoga this summer, and then every race after that has been on the grass. Todd Pletcher knows what a Derby horse looks like. He's run 487 of them, right? He knows what they look like. He knows what a dirt horse looks like, and the fact that this horse was basically always been meant to run on the turf tells me this is probably a turf horse. No problem taking a shot in here, but I personally don't need Agate Road, and Agate Road will take some money with the connections. I'm going to try to beat this horse. The horse that I like the most in this race, and who will be my top pick in here, and I'll use along with the 4 Crazy Mason, is the 9 Change of Command. This horse has a strong foundation, right? This will be the 6th career start in the Sam F. Davis. I like the draw towards the outside. Historically, at Tampa, you want to be towards the outside. Being down on the inside is not where you want to be. Change of Command has some tactical speed and an outside draw, projects to get that nice trip. The speed figures fit. This horse definitely can take another step forward. And when you have a $1.1 million horse, buy into mischief with a Hall of Famer and Shug McGahee, you'd like to think that they'll continue to improve and get you going in the right direction. So my top pick in here will be the 9 Change of Command. I'll use the 4 Crazy Mason as kind of my second place horse, my underneath horse, and the 3 Patriot Spirit is kind of that long shot that I'll use in that third spot. So I look at this race 9, 4, 3. On to that contest. Get in the comments and let us know what your exacta is. If you get the exacta right, Pete's going to give you $50. Only one of you, though. Not all of you. Just one of you. If you get the exacta right, Pete is going to give you $50. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of, I don't know, a Kentucky Derby prep preview show where we talk about the Sam F. Davis. Make sure you continue to follow the channel. We're going to be talking about these Derby preps leading up to the Derby. We're going to be talking about updated top 10s. We're going to be talking about the future wagers that are available for the Kentucky Derby and maybe even the Kentucky Oaks. And like Pete always says, may you win all your photos.